We have Honorable Nixon with me on phone now. What do you know about this fire, Mheshimiwa?
Larry, I'm in Mombasa right now for the committee meetings.
Right.
I was called like an hour ago by the residents of Mugumaini.
Right.
And I was told about the fire incident. When it started, actually it's almost an hour ago right now.
Yes.
And I talked to Governor Sonko and the Department of Fire so that they could quickly send us the firefighting equipment. I'm told actually the firefighting equipment arrived at the place around 20 minutes later, and they tried putting off the fire, but the problem was that the access to the Kijiji slum was only one, and they tried putting off the fire. But unfortunately, some of the firefighting equipment that came, I'm told they didn't have enough water, so they had to try putting it off and going to look for water. But I'm hopeful that something needs to be done. I mean, because now I'm told the Kijiji is the entire Kijiji is down. But tomorrow morning I'll be there so that we can see how we can do. But this is a serious issue because just last year we also lost a whole Kijiji in Karen, just the same way. While it started, the people reported about the fire, and I reported still to the then governor. Evans Kidero, but the equipment arrived far much later, or again with no water. So it's a serious thing that needs to be looked into.
The people have been actually on our air appealing to you and to Governor Sonko to rescue them because the fire engines were quickly overwhelmed and they appear to have been left to their own means. We have seen people scooping water from the seawater to try and put out the fire. How did we get here?
It's a big problem, Larry, I'm telling you, because personally, I talked to Governor an hour ago. I'm told the fire is still on right now.
It is on and it's live on air right now, yes.
Yes, it is still on right now. And I talked to the Governor an hour ago, and the firefighting equipment was sent there. But, I mean, if there is a firefighting equipment without water, there is nothing that can do there. So I've tried talking to the defense because we have the Langata barracks there, but you know, the bureaucracy, we cannot get it. I've tried talking to Wilson Airport. We cannot get the firefighting equipment. So the only firefighting equipment that we are depending on is the county firefighting equipment, which apparently they are overwhelmed. So you see, it's a serious thing that we need to look into.
So we had a moment just a short while ago. I spoke to the National Disaster Management Unit's Pius Masai, and he was appealing to any other individuals or organizations that run fire engines to get them to the scene, because it appears all the 4 county fire engines were already there, and there was still evidently a much bigger need. So the people in these communities who live in these informal settlements are on their own in many ways.
It's unfortunate, Larry, because we lost a whole slum, Kuinda slum, just a few months ago.
Right.
And when the fire started, just like the way it started in Kijiji slum, the people tried to fight the fire, but because we didn't have the equipment, we lost the entire Kijiji. Now we have lost another Kijiji in Southlands because we are not prepared, you know.
How can we prevent such fires in the future? And I realize it's too early, this is still a developing situation, but how do we make sure that this doesn't happen again, that people don't lose their livelihoods in the middle of the night like this?
The only way to ensure that this thing doesn't happen again is to prepare in advance, to ensure that every sub-county, Langata constituency, it's its own department. And I mean, Nairobi is big. We cannot be depending on firefighting equipment from the CBD when there is a fire in Langata, when there's a fire in Kibera, when there's a fire in Eastland. All the firefighting equipment comes from the CBD. I mean, the president launched the firefighting equipment the other day. I mean, this should be a lesson to us. The county government should prepare, yeah, because these are things that are prone to happen, and they will happen. So we need a firefighting equipment in every constituency for quick response, you know, and they should be equipped, not just equipment without water, because to put out fire, we need water.
Right.
Yeah.
Honorable Korir, there are many families in this community who are sleeping in the cold today, who have lost the entire homes, everything they own has gone up in this fire, or their businesses. What are you telling your constituents tonight? What is your message for them?
Definitely, the most urgent thing right now is to put off the fire that is raising houses and properties right now. But immediately after that, personally, I'll be there tomorrow morning. My committee is supposed to end on Tuesday, but I've cancelled it. I've booked the first flight tomorrow morning so that we can ensure that these families, we can get to help them, and I will talk to the national government to ensure that we can cooperate with the county government and ensure that these families are also helped.
they will need a lot of help in reconstructing their lives, reconstructing their businesses. I wonder how much of that you're able to assist with, because a lot, like I said, a lot of them have lost their entire livelihoods.
The situation and see how we can help those families that have. I hope my prayer is that we don't lose any life,
right,
and that we don't get people injured. So that we can also be able to help them tomorrow.
All right. Many thanks, Nixon Korir, the MP for Langata, speaking to us from Mombasa. He says he'll be there on the scene in the morning to try and assess the extent of the damage and see what needs to be done.